Hello everyone, hope you guys are having a great day. It is April 14th, and today I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about today's severe weather threat in the south, and we're also going to be talking about or two potential winter storms later this week. One will be affecting the northeast, and one will be affecting the high plains and the Rockies. So let's get started. So this is the current radar, and also I just wanted to say this, I'm getting GR2 soon, so that means live streams will really get going again. GR2 is just much more enjoyable to use than Radar Scope for live streams. Radar Scope is really, in my opinion, Radar Scope is one of the best radar applications out there. I've had it for several years, and only problem is it's really good for things like storm chasing, like using your phone. Um, and it's really fast too. It's really responsive. But the problem is that it doesn't really show a whole lot. And with GR2, there's just much more stuff you can do. So yeah, I'm gonna get GR2 soon. That means that live streams will start back up again. But yeah, so we can see this is we have some active storms in southeastern Louisiana right now. You can see we have this kind of complex. A lot of hail reports by Baton Rouge, sub-severe hail reports, pea-sized, maybe closer to half an inch, quarter size of some of these. So not exactly severe sized hail. So not enough for a severe warning. Maybe almost enough for a severe warning. We have one right here. These are MPing reports. Pea-sized is what these mostly are. So this storm right here is likely producing pea-sized hail, which is sub-severe though. Now, see, we have some storms by Donaldsonville and Bella Rose. Those are moving east. Those are gonna go right, or gonna go really close to New Orleans. Then we also have some more storms by Lafayette and Lake Charles. These are a little bit more isolated. We can see Beaumont has some storms over you right now. Lake Charles has some storms, especially on the south side, and some storms going towards Intracoastal City. I think I said that right. I'm not sure. And these could get close to the southern part of Lafayette. So pretty active day for severe weather in Louisiana. With wind and some hail. We also have storms up by the Shreveport area. Let's switch to the Fort Polk radar, and we can see mainly just a broken line of storms in that region, with some stronger storms embedded, potentially with some damaging wind. Yeah, but that's what we have going on right now. Let's go back to satellite, and we can see we have this large storm system swinging up in the northeast, very large upper level low. And that's going to be moving into the northeast, bringing some cold air with it. And that is going to set the place for potential winter storm this weekend. We also have another upper level low right here. That's going to be moving to the east also, and that's going to be bringing the chance of some snow to this area, which we're also going to briefly talk about. And so yeah, pretty active pattern right now. Especially for mid-April, with winter weather and stuff like that. Yeah, so let's go back to severe weather real quick. We have a slight risk for southeastern Texas, Louisiana, southwestern Mississippi. Marginal risk going from central Texas into extreme southern Alabama into the extreme western part of the Florida Panhandle. And another marginal risk going from southern Virginia down into central and eastern North Carolina. We have a 2% tornado risk, 15% wind, and a 15% hail. We go to the day 2 outlook. Tomorrow we do have a marginal risk going from Texas down into the Florida Panhandle. And then on day 3, a general thunderstorm that could potentially go marginal. So let's just kind of see what we have going on right now. We're not going to focus too much on severe weather today. I don't have a whole lot of time. But we can see Thursday, even tonight, this afternoon, this evening into tonight, we're going to see some snow for areas of Wyoming, maybe moving into South Dakota, Nebraska, Colorado by tomorrow morning. And tomorrow afternoon, we can see that our surface low getting much stronger and much deeper across Colorado, southern Colorado. Gusty winds across the high plains, and snow falling, light to moderate snow falling in Nebraska, South Dakota, Wyoming, Colorado, Utah. And we can see an unsettled pattern across the south. We can see a little bit of moisture just left over from several fronts. You have a lot of showers and maybe a chance of some severe weather in this area Thursday, which is tomorrow, of course. And we can see has some snow mixing in across central northern New York into Vermont, maybe western Massachusetts, we have snow mixing in. Maybe as far south as some light snow showers mixing in for areas of PA, western PA. So kind of a significant snowstorm for this time of year. Uh, and then this is late Thursday night into early Friday morning. This is like 1 or 2 a.m. This is, let's just say midnight. We can see we have heavy snow falling for northwestern Colorado, southwestern Nebraska, or northwestern Kansas. I'm sorry, northeastern Colorado and southwestern Nebraska. Moderate to even heavy snow may be falling in Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and New York. Now, some of this may not accumulate, but if it falls at a really good rate, like the GFS is showing, maybe some heavy snow, you will get accumulation, of course. So 2 ongoing snowstorms Friday, or at midnight Thursday night. That's pretty significant for April. And we take a sounding where we have this heavy patch of snow falling right here below freezing. Yeah, that will likely accumulate if the ground's cold enough. Temperature is not a problem with that. Now let's zoom in onto the northeast. We're gonna look at accumulation with with 3 different models actually, and we're gonna do the same for the high plains and the Rockies. So you can see this across the northeast. By Saturday morning, it looks like it'll be maybe just a little bit of leftover snow showers for Vermont, New Hampshire, maybe some in Maine. But then by Saturday afternoon, it'll be mainly cleared out. Let's look at the Kuchera snow ratio. That's much better than the 10-1, in my opinion. We go to Sunday at 15Z. A lot of snow. And this really hasn't changed. The most heavy snow, according to the GFS, will likely occur across northern and western Massachusetts, southern Vermont, and southern New Hampshire, with snow for most of Maine other than coastal Maine. And I'm not saying coastal Maine won't get some snow, which is just not going to accumulate much. I mean, you could get a little bit of accumulation. It's not going to be a lot. You can see some snow all the way down into New York, and maybe a chance of a trace, maybe an inch, across western PA, maybe western New York. You have a chance of that. So, pretty significant snowstorm this time of year for the Northeast. Let's go to the Euro. Now, for the Euro, we're going to have to use the 10-1. And Euro, once again, it really agrees with the GFS with that. Most of that snow, the heaviest snow, falling across southern Vermont, most of Vermont actually, into western Massachusetts, and into New Hampshire. Only difference with this is that we're looking at the 10-1 ratio, which is likely. This is going to overdo snowfall accumulations a little bit. But I think some areas, maybe in northwestern Massachusetts into southern Vermont, mainly this area, has a chance of seeing a foot of snow, potentially. Pretty significant little winter storm. Once again, in degrees of maybe a trace to 1 inch across western PA into maybe a little bit of western New York. And let's look at the last model we're going to use is the Canadian. Canadian, once again, really agrees with northwestern Massachusetts and northern Massachusetts into Vermont, New Hampshire. With a lot of Maine seeing snow, a lot of eastern New York seeing snow. And still, once again, western PA, maybe up by the Erie area, could see a little bit of snow from this. Not a whole lot of accumulation, especially for Erie. But definitely, it's possible. For maybe like an inch. Now let's go over to the plains now. So this is the GDPS. We can see we have a nice couple inches in this area. Almost maybe 10 inches in some areas. This is the 10-1 ratio. So this could overdo it a little bit. But you can see the heaviest snow is actually right. It's in the Rockies. That's normally where we see this. This kind of reminds me of I forgot the name of it, but we had a significant winter storm back in March that brought Denver a couple feet of snow. This kind of reminds me of that, with the heaviest snow being right to the west of Denver. We're gonna see a good amount of snow for this area though. Even some snow potentially up in South Dakota and North Dakota, Montana, where we could see some snow showers, just not several inches. Like we're seeing down here in Wyoming, Nebraska, Kansas, and Colorado. We go to the GFS again. And I'm going to use the Kuchera ratio for the GFS because we have that. GFS has almost a foot of snow for northwestern Kansas, northeastern Colorado, and almost maybe 2 to 3 feet right to the west of Denver. Denver only getting around half a foot, maybe 8 inches. but still a pretty significant winter storm with snow making it all the way into the Wichita area of maybe an inch. So that's significant. And right to the north of Wichita, even several inches, maybe 2 to 4. So very interesting. That area really doesn't see snow in mid-April a whole lot. And the Euro agrees with the GFS with the heaviest snow being kind of in this area and this area. I'm thinking that the heaviest snow from this winter storm is likely going to happen in this area and this area right here. That's what I'm thinking. There's going to be two different areas. This area here is going to see a little bit less in the middle of those, but you're still going to see snow. The European doesn't have it doesn't have any snow occurring by Wichita. Maybe a little bit of snow to the west of town, but I think Wichita has a little bit of a chance of maybe seeing half an inch of snow from this. I think we could get some snow in this area. It kind of depends. There's a lot of uncertainty with this area. But yeah, that was this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow, but yes, goodbye.